Welcome to George Mason University. We are thrilled to be able to celebrate this outstanding achievement with all of you here today. Please be sure to follow all health recommendations to avoid the spread of COVID-19. All attendees are required to comply with the following policies. Maintain a safe social distance of 6 feet from other parties at all times. Keep a facial covering on at all times. Hand sanitizer is readily available in various locations. We ask that you remain in your seats throughout the duration of the ceremony. Graduates may process to the stage when signaled by a university marshal. Masks may be removed for photographs. Once the photograph is taken, please put your mask back on. For more information on Mason's COVID protocols, please visit gmu.edu.
It's like I heard angels singing like she came down from the ceiling when she walked in here this evening. I thought, yeah, that girl 1 in 7 billion got everyone in here feeling like there's a fire in this building so hot. Got a smile on an angel face. I know I'll never lose my faith. Look what God gave her, how perfect He made her. She walks in the room, it's like He answered my prayers. The way that she moves, how could anybody blame her? I know she's got haters, but it ain't her fault. No, look what God gave her. Got that look in her eyes, swear she fell right out the sky. Yeah, I think I've seen the light. Every kiss I could die, it's like the heavens open wide. Man, I swear I've seen the light. Oh, look what God gave her, how perfect He made her. She walks in the room, it's like He answered my prayers. The way that she moves, how could anybody blame her? I know she's got haters, but it ain't her fault. No, look what God gave her.
Shall I begin? Okay. Graduating classes of 2020 and 2021, parents, relatives and friends, faculty, staff, other George Mason University students, welcome to the mini degree celebration of the Volzhino School of Engineering. Before we begin, please rise for our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. On the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. This past year has been challenging for everyone. You wore your masks, you volunteered, and adopted new learning modalities. Be proud of your strength, creativity, and resilience. Always rise to challenges. Today we celebrate you and your successes. Before we begin, I would like to take a moment to thank some of the many people who have helped to make today's ceremonies possible. First, I would like to recognize parents, grandparents, other relatives, and friends of our graduates. Without your support, this class would not be here today. Thank you. Second, I would like to acknowledge the faculty who are attending. Thank you for being here and for all of your support of our students. Third, I would like to thank the administrative staff. An event like this just doesn't happen, especially this year where we had to adapt. It requires the dedicated efforts of many people. Thank you for all of your help. I'd also like to thank our sign language interpreters who are here today. Now, I'm delighted to introduce the Volcano School's student speaker, Sydney Boachi. Sydney will graduate this year with a Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering degree. He has graduated in 3 years instead of the traditional 4 years, but still found plenty of time to engage in a well-rounded college experience. In addition to being a community assistant for Mason Housing, he has served on 5 different executive boards across organizations like Mason's collegiate chapters of the American Society of Mechanical Engineers, the National Society of Black Engineers, and Engineers for International Development, as well as SATCOM for George Mason University. Since he was in preschool, Sydney dreamed of being an astronaut and exploring space. This summer, he moves one step closer to that goal as he participates in the Matthew Isaacowitz Fellowship, a highly selective internship, mentorship, and networking program for students interested in space flight. Please welcome Sydney Boachi.
Thank you, Dean Ball, and thank you, Volcano School of Engineering. Hello, everyone, and congratulations to the George Mason University Volcano School of Engineering graduating class of 2021. Graduates, we did it. Despite all odds, we have all made it to the finish line. You know, I always wondered what crazy story I'd tell my kids about when I was younger, but now I think I have a really good idea. You know, back in my day, I had to go to school during a global pandemic. You kids have it so easy nowadays. But all jokes aside, we really did that. The students in this graduation class overcame obstacles not seen in the United States for over 100 years. That is something to be proud of. And I implore you to really take the time and let that sink in. Too often, we bounce from one accomplishment to the next, one stage of life to the next, without taking the time to pause and really reflect on the magnitude of what we've accomplished. Patriots, today is your day. You are graduating with a degree from George Mason University, and you have made it all worth it. Every all-nighter, every office hour visit, all the money you've spent on parking passes, everything you, your family, the government, or anyone else has put towards your tuition, you have made it worth it by crossing the finish line today. So it should come to no surprise for anyone that the students in this graduation class will be students who engineer our future tomorrow. Each one of us has been given a world-class education and will shape not just the engineering landscape, but also the future of business, the arts, health, government, and more. It's important to remember that just because you graduated with an engineering degree doesn't mean you have to be a cookie-cutter engineer. You were all selected to George Mason University because of your unique experiences and talents. And it's those experiences and talents that we all should carry forward to the next chapters of our lives. So if I ever hear that a tool I'm using or a plane that I'm about to fly on was ever built by a George Mason 2021 graduate, I'm gonna be excited. I'm gonna trust that plane. I'm gonna trust that engineering, knowing that that student not only made it through the COVID-19 pandemic, but also made it through perpetual campus construction, Econ 103, and prerequisite courses from the College of Science. Congratulations, graduates, and remember to keep being brave and bold.
Thank you, Sydney. It is now time for the main event, that time when students come forward to be individually recognized as graduates. As our candidates cross the stage, their names will be called by Associate Dean Sharon Caraballo and Associate Professor Isaac Gong. Students, the faculty marshals will release your rows beginning at the back of the lot and moving forward. Once you have crossed the stage, please return to your pod. Want to just give a quick reminder, don't go too fast because we want to get a photo of you when you come by, and there's a place here for you to stand. Families and friends, to maintain appropriate social distance, please stay within your pod. Your student will rejoin you. All right. Also, take your mask off for the photos.
Dean Ball, it is now our pleasure to present to you the candidates for degrees from the Boljanos School of Engineering. Shruti Sudam.
Ani Jahabi.
Sanjeet Baga.
William Reska Smith.
Bensi Pang.
Muhammad Ta.
Anusha Chirukuri.
Thurum Karameni.
Sumant Kanchi.
Nikit Tedu.
Raghuvir Reddy Kalvakole.
Timur Berdi Bakov.
Harita Tumanapuli.
Sasuda Saranamarayaman.
Ivania Verona.
Arika Polaki.
Ananya Maragoni.
Danapat Pashinawat.
All right, here.
Wisuwat Pantumpo.
Setupong Rungsang.
Mohammed Ridwan.
Vera Vermasa Pokaka.
Jun Ru Lin.
Jing Ling Wang.
Sai Chaitanya Sadasivuni.
Keller Baker.
Paul Chipperoni.
Sai Magana Kiladinoi.
Parul Chabra.
Lu Su.
Alan Quiroga.
Michael Gorosi.
Kevin Parks.
Terang Nguyen.
Kiratana Gudapati.
Mahima Santosh Yambagula.
Sise Nagusi.
Puong Kai.
Sampada Petkar.
Ryan Gunawan.
Pardis Sorabi.
Jacob Mitchell.
Michelle Dow.
Henry Rubio.
Meron DeMissy.
David A. Butler.
Prashant Panicker.
Ricardo Vega.
Rania Al-Rawi.
Anya Marofi.
Eliseo Valenzuela.
Maya Asharia.
Joseph Walter.
Juan Bermudez.
Benjamin Munoz.
Edson Cotrina.
Adrian Crespo Sahinas.
Kunal Kocher.
Athena Richard.
Barun Maladiba.
Pratik Chitpur.
Andrew Smith.
Kyle Simmons.
Dawal Buderi.
Andrea Rodriguez Figueroa.
Mirza Beyik.
Wee Vin Lei.
Eric Deli.
Bethlehem Kibidi.
Angel Sotirolot.
Kamar Syed.
Etaro Nagarma Chimuring.
Chandana Narla.
Morjan Rohani.
Beverly Tran.
Carolyn Rolak.
Joseph Delomo.
Arshad Batsa.
Matthew Atienza.
Gregory Daniel Ziegler.
Rachel D'Souza.
Deepak Ngaram.
Shiva Ram Teja Kirti.
Alexander Pearson.
Allison Dockham.
Zachary Warner.
Erwin Ali Cheech.
Jaleel Williams.
Rebecca Quintero.
Khalid El Hassan.
Matthew Reikley.
Peyton Godler.
Alex Parado.
Ryan Figler.
Stephen Buchanan.
Brooke Ardley.
Nur Hamid Aldin.
Carla Pineda.
Clark Minner.
What's her name? Okay, I'm gonna call it again. Okay, go. Okay.
Erin Vandell.
Asen Salah.
Sharuk Alharti.
Mazen Salam.
Logan Jansen.
Rashida Reddy Munugala.
Reem Al-Hamad.
Mason Shi.
Hannah Thompson.
Megan Lawson.
Brittany McFarland.
Armand Turner.
Owen Bates.
Alan Simonabash.
Jack Stanky.
Alexander Burke.
Santiago Taboada Patino.
Marco Misic.
Paolo Leite.
Natalia Moody.
Isaiah Miguel Dizon.
Michael Richardson.
Ruggieri Guillaume.
Joshua Dang.
Tanner Hewlett.
Surya Sherarangu Rujam.
Romelia Belteton.
Antarjakor Kur.
Vincent Reardon.
Kyle de Guzman.
Elham Jafar Gomi.
Sydney Bawashi,
Hemaleka Pilar Shreti.
Vishal Surabada,
Abhijit Kumar Joshi Tata.
Ranat Krishma Sangani,
Krishna Rai.
Chaitanya Paramodi Kasula,
Vinil Vishwant Busi.
Chirwaria Barala,
Preeti Simha Akula.
This concludes the presentation of graduates.
Graduates of the classes of 2020 and 2021, you now join the previous graduates of this school. Be proud of your degrees. This is a great school that is getting better every year, and you're among the very best. Everyone around you is important to your future. Stay in touch with each other, network, explore your dreams together. Working together will bring your dreams to reality, and the future is yours. Be passionate about everything you do. You have the ability, you have the tools. All you need to add is the passion to realize your dreams. One of the most important ways we measure the success of our school is through you, our graduates. Your successes are our successes. The ultimate reputation of any department, school, or university is determined by the accomplishments of its graduates, and we're certain that you're going to accomplish great things. So, good afternoon to all of you, and thank you for sharing in this wonderful celebration.
Congratulations, graduates. Please remain seated until your row is dismissed by an usher or university marshal. We want to ensure everyone's health and safety. Please maintain 6 feet of social distance from other parties when exiting.
George Mason, we honor you today. Our alma mater is the source of patriot pride. From far and near around the world we come to learn side by side.
Our namesake George Mason saw truths that few could see, declaring all of humankind is equally free. His truth is today in the heart and soul of our university.
We love our George Mason, we're proud of the green and gold. Those colors stay with us, those colors grow with us, those colors keep us patriots. True and bold.
This concludes the 2021 degree celebration for the Volzhino School of Engineering. Thank you.
homegrown alligator. See you later. Gotta hit the road. Gotta hit the road. The sun ain't changing the atmosphere. Architecture unfamiliar. I could get used to this. Time flies by in the yellow and green. Stick around and you'll see what I mean. There's a mountain top that I'm dreaming of. If you need me, you know where I'll be. I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone. I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone. South of the equator, navigator, gotta hit the road, gotta hit the road. Deep sea diving round the clock, bikini bottoms, lager tops,